What's up, world? I am the Nameless Gamer, and welcome back to the Talos Principle. Now, in the last video, we essentially finished A, and should be moving on to B today. But that is not actually what we are going to be doing, because while I was editing the last video, I figured out the solution to that puzzle that I couldn't manage to beat while I was recording. So we're going to go do that real quick so we can properly finish out this section. And then we will move on. Come on, let me at him. It was 6, right? We got everything in 7? Yeah. Okay. Look, I get it. The computer wants to talk to me, but I want to figure out this. I want to do this puzzle because I figured it out. And it's like ridiculously simple, and I got, or not, well, it's on the simple side. I got absolutely pissed when I saw it, because I even, in the video, I almost was able to solve it. Oh, not quite. Hold on. I came so close to solving it in the video. There we go. Now we don't need this one. And I assume, this is where things get sketchy, but I assume I can just put this here and it triggers that? Yeah. There we go. See how simple that was and why I was so annoyed? Because like I had the connector and I looked at the connector there, I looked at the beam there, I didn't get the solution right. God, I was dumb that day. But now we've done it, now we can move on. So let's get back to level 1. We'll leave level 0.
Rejoice, child.
God, that's
for you
scared.
have fulfilled all your tasks in this land. You have conquered all its guardians and solved all its mysteries.
Thank you.
Thus you are appointed its master.
Thank you.
And you may do with it as you will.
Can I go in here? No. Okay, interesting. I still haven't gotten any more stars. Very satisfying. But now let's get on to actually making, like, progress. Because, well, no, this is still progress, I guess. I shouldn't be selling myself short. Alright, let's talk to the computer. Tell me something, do you always do as you're told? Am I obliged to answer that question? Ah, that's because I can't help but notice the stash of brightly colored knickknacks you're collecting. Don't you think it's a mite odd that the big voice in the sky keeps telling you to find these doodads, yet forbidding you to use them to climb the great big tower in the middle of it all? I'll climb it when I'm good and ready. Okay, no need to get huffy. You'd be amazed at how many just do as they're told without stopping to think for themselves. But maybe you're different. Then again, maybe you're exactly the same. Maybe everyone climbs the tower, and the only way to win is to stay down here with the mortals. Are you trying to manipulate me? Nope, in fact, I'm all in favor of you poking about up there, if only to see what you find. Must be something juicy if it's forbidden by His Highness. Then again, maybe not. I'll be off then, just wanted to drop in and run a little interference. Whatever you do, take care. You have bigger problems than the voice in the clouds. You know, like, not very helpful. You couldn't be less helpful if you tried. Which, on reflection, I believe you are. Haha. I made him rage quit. Alright, but we've looked at that before. Interesting. So, let us go here and descend into Temple B. And maybe I talked in the last video about how the puzzles were starting to get repetitive and...
A new land stands before you, my child. And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
Ooh, it's Egyptian. I like it. The last one was very Greek. Now we enter a very Egyptian setup. I am on board. But anyway, like I was saying, or what I was saying was, I was saying in the last video, things kind of started to get a little bit monotonous. Hopefully in this one, we introduce some new things that shake up the dynamic a little bit. And it looks like that's what's happening right here. Oh no, I haven't unlocked all the sigils I need. Never mind. We're not there yet. But there's more things to unlock, which means there's more things to do. So let's go in. And hopefully the puzzles will shake up the dynamic and make it feel new and make me feel excited again. I'm finally getting some sense out of the entity in the archive, though at some cost to my sanity. I am beginning to think this Elohim wields no more of the control over the world than we do. Sheep. If the sheep is saying that, that's interesting. Also, hold on 1 second. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I thought I heard like a human voice. Okay, whatever. Searching for... Okay, new stuff. Osiris 1. The dying man went unto the scribe who resided in Permejed and said, Behold, I am weak of body. My days under the holy sun of Amun-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent my years in service of the two lands, I have not studied the question. Tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? Okay, so this is like an excerpt from the book of the Scribe of Osiris, or whatever it was called, that we learned about in the last, or in a couple videos ago. I don't remember when we learned about it. It is likely the location was changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. In Permejed. Okay, Amun-Ra. In the older manuscript, this is registered as some controversy as to whether it something. 3 Westerners. The dead. Compare with Khenti Ametiu, the foremost of the Westerners, a title later given to Osiris. Yeah, because the pyramids were all built, the pyramids are tombs, obviously, in the west of the Nile, because that's the land of the dead. So Westerners means, well, dead. 5, I don't see 5, though. Sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation on Budge's part, this is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant. Got it, lyrics. Cannot load video file. My new song, the lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter is the best medicine, lol. Lyrics. I've got it, you've got it, he's got it, she's got it. Mommy's got it, daddy's got it, baby's got it, granny's got it. But what's it? Laddie's got it, fatty's got it, happy's got it, sappy's got it. Everybody's got it. Come on. 24,000, no, that's 24 million views, I do believe. Immortality. HTML. I don't know about everyone else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease and I will be gone. And you know what? I just can't embrace that. I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it or I've accepted it or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everyone wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever too. But we can't, so here we are. Live with it. Or rather, don't. I feel like there's a lot I could say that would make me sound smart, but I'm not sure I could get my ideas across. My god, I love it. I'm such a... like, ancient Egypt is one of my favorite subjects. Like, mythology and everything. This is speaking to me. Something I was gonna say. Like, live forever doesn't necessarily mean, God, what can I think? Actually, like, being alive and conscious. Like, there's also some semblance to say, you know, like, let's take someone famous. For example, I don't know. Off the top of my head, let's just say George Washington. He's a famous guy. He's been dead for hundreds of years, and yet we still know about him. We still talk about him, study about him, study him and his life. So in a way, he's sort of immortal because he's living forever in our memories, in our general consciousness. Here in the US, he's on our money. So he has kind of achieved just because your life is condemned, or not condemned, but is constrained by, well, your lifespan. Immortality doesn't just necessarily window through a door. Immortality isn't necessarily just an extended lifespan. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not... As long as you are remembered, you are in some way alive. Ah, there's another connector back here. Okay, I wonder... Haha! And now is there another connector? No, there is not another connector. So I do have to make this connection with this connector. Quick before... Oh. I just don't understand this one. I figured I'd try and make some progress here, but honestly, it's such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. I assume now I just go over here. Oh no, because the thing is... Interesting. Okay. So I will have to use this window somehow. Ah. Very sneaky. Now I can wait, and it won't get cut off. And I claim my sigil. And we are one step closer to unlocking whatever fan-looking thing, contraption that is. I made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome. Oh, I can get in the water. I was unsure, because, you know, we have confirmed that I am a robot, so... There are hidden dangers in this new world. I've inexplicably escaped death any number of times. I suggest vigilance. Who knows what happens to those who step carelessly too often? Alright, interesting. Let's go over and get that one first. Something about a star. What? Once again, though, there's... what am I supposed to do? I can hear a computer. Here it is. Hello again. I've been checking your responses against library archives, and in order to assist you further, I need some additional information. Can you tell me what it is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? A tree is alive. Good. Now, what is the relevant difference between a tree and a frog? A frog is conscious? Now we're getting somewhere. Let's try something harder. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? I am self-aware. Exactly. Checking user prof. Done. And it seems you were on the right track, more or less, all along. Let us take stock. I think we can tentatively conclude two things. A person must be rational or self-aware, and a person must be conscious. What I suggest we do to help resolve your problem is ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? Yes. Of course. I tend to agree with you. Though your responses so far have been a little eccentric, I am resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether you are or not you are conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness in your opinion? Is what separates from animals? Is what it is like to be me? Is the feelings and senses? It's far outside my area of expertise. I wonder what it'll say to me if I do that. That feels like the cop-out answer. Let's say what it is like to be me. That hardly answers the question. What is it in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What is it made of? Another word for the soul? Interesting. Thinking. You know, I really feel like we're making progress. We'll have you through that certification program in no time. In the meantime, I will mull over your proposal and notify you if I come to any conclusions. Okay, so now we get mutation, evolution, and capacity documents. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable gets changed. A piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, i.e. death. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism. Numbers overwrite numbers and letters. Simultaneously, it is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence. Yeah? Now, evolution. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally prompted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some invisible force had driven them to suddenly change. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to numbers. Example, in response to an external threat or a challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time they become the dominant model of that species. The individuals experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is a part of the evolution of the species. Also, we can look at the dates here. I haven't looked at that before. 2013, 2028, 0000. I wonder what that means. If that holds any relevant information. Yeah, no worries. EL is not only ridiculously fast, it also has a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it'll totally be able to handle all your project's data needs, assuming its output is as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right? Trev. Interesting. Okay, I understood all that. Like I said last time, some of these musings were going over my head, but I'm getting it again today. Okay, something about a star, but the star is blocked off by red. And I can't get red in here. There's only a blue emitter. The answer here seems obvious. Except that every time it gets close, it also gets blocked off. So what am I supposed to do? See, I can trap it. I assume I can't take... Can I take a connector out? No, so I can't, like, take a connector from another puzzle. Oh my god. That doesn't really help me solve the puzzle, but that does tell me a lot about the game. I could have done that for who knows how long. This isn't the first time I've seen a red acceptor in an area where there's only a blue emitter. Receiver, that's the word I'm looking for. And I just happened to look across there and see how perfectly lined up it was with the other puzzle. Obviously that doesn't do anything. I was hoping it would like disable the whatever that we're calling that floating orb thing. But I just happened to see because it lines up so perfectly with the other puzzle. That's very cool. Doesn't help me solve this puzzle, but no, that doesn't really help me. Because it still only comes out... I was hoping that if I could bounce it to there, send it back, I'd have two descend into there. And that if I had two coming from slightly different angles, they would make up for it being cut off. But no, it only comes out as one beam, even though it's receiving... Or it's actually sending one and receiving the other. I've just discovered something new and I wanted to play with it, apparently. I'll come back to this puzzle and who knows, maybe I'll figure out how to solve it in editing like I did the other one. For now, let's move on into the area that it seems like it's building toward. There's a lot more ways to get killed. Third wheel. Okay. I see two receivers, but no emitters yet. Oh, there is a red emitter. I just didn't see it because I'm dumb. Let me put this in a slightly different position. For the last one, I just need to put this one on top of that pressure plate. Is that why it's called third wheel? Because this one doesn't actually get to connect into anything. That was surprisingly easy. Makes me feel good after failing the last one. Let's go across. Over the fence. Oh, we've got things that can kill me. We haven't seen those in a while, really. Oh, it's got a hexahedron on it. If that was going to... Oh, but now how do I get back? Hold X to reset. Okay, I think I see what I need to do. I was dumb and I didn't plan for a way back. I gotta let them... I gotta let that one blow up. Come over here, grab this one. From here, jump over. Then place this, grab this. Jam that. Claim the sigil. We can unlock the fan now. What? Take paint? Oh my god, I can paint. I can leave a QR message. Where'd it go? I wonder if someone can find this. Let's say this one because I find that idea funny. I wonder if that will be uploaded to the internet and if someone else can find it whenever they want. Interesting. Okay. Road of Death. We'll start with... Oh god, yes. Road of Death for sure. Let's let that go through. Can I carry anything while I'm climbing ladders? No. That's placed at such a specific height. Oh my god, if I could crouch. Hold on, I want to see something really quick. Okay. I was hoping I could like break the camera and go outside the bounds, and I might still be able to do it. No, I can't see anything on the outside. Okay. Oh, no. I can't carry anything while I'm climbing. Can I pick it up from up there? If I put the jammer right there. No, it is just out of reach. Oh, but can I... That was deceptively easy. Made me feel smart for solving it. Oh!
Cease!
Fuck, that scared me.
In the time of your ancestors, there were those who did not choose the path of faith. You do not need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you may become like them.
Okay, I don't need to fear them, but holy shit, that was actually terrifying. Like that, I don't know what it is about it, but like something unstoppable moving very fast coming directly towards you just being in general like the player character, or you, especially in a first person game. Or in this case it would be me. Something very fast, very unstoppable, very deadly. I find that absolutely terrifying. And while I had no proof that was actually going to kill me, in fact I've run through those recordings before, so I know it couldn't. But still. Absolutely terrifying. Oh, it did it. Oh my god, it actually did it. Why did it do it that time? I just had to do it very precise. Okay, cool. I'm still shaken from that recording charging me. That's freaking terrifying. That was, like, legitimately terrifying. Okay. Now I will unlock this. Oh, that's it. That's the solution. I found it. I've unlocked the fan thing. Don't know what that does. Maybe it's like a jump pad. Next on the list is a play button. A holographic YouTube play button. But for now, I'll have to wait for the next episode, because for now, I'm going to leave this episode here, in the middle of this Egyptian temple that I still find very cool. The game has reinvigorated me. I am definitely on board again. Like I said at the end of at the beginning of this one, hopefully there's some new stuff. And just changing the scenery to this more Egyptian setting would have been enough, but we're unlocking new things. We're discovering that we can bounce beams between levels, and the library stuff is just making more sense again. So, once again, very interested in this game. We'll definitely be continuing it for quite some time. At least as long as it takes me to beat it. But that's about all I have to say for that. So for now, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you all have a very nice day. Thank you again, and goodbye.